Hello and welcome everybody to the Gigabyte challenge number 7. This is the round of 16, a best of 1 game between Power Rangers and, well, what they had on JD at least, named Lajons. It's gonna be Come With Me and Co, I guess. Don't really know who most of the players are for sure, but in any case, we are HeflaTV, I am Coacher, and once again, I am joined by Mike Loris for the day.
Yeah, I recognized Ariana Grande for Lions and Power Rangers. We just saw them play, but they're playing with a couple of new people here. We got Mad Bomber and Dino Prado. And I don't know.
Yeah, it's... I guess maybe... I mean, Power Rangers, they must have been aware of them having a different lineup coming into this, because it happened rather fast, them getting this lineup together. So maybe they had it planned from the get-go, but it definitely will hurt the viewing experience potentially. But then again, if you're having some stand-ins, you might go for some crazier drafts. And looking at this, the Lions side, they ban out a first ban Skyriff Mage and go for a Faceless Void themselves.
Yeah, so a really powerful pickup there for the Lions side. Of course, this does leave Doom in the pool, and I don't think Power Rangers would want to pass that up. And there we go, Doom Razor for them.
It's just such a strong combination to pick up. Shadow Shaman, of course, coming out from Lions. So both teams, they start the draft extremely strong at the moment. Although, I think that the Doombringer and the Razor might be a little bit stronger usually, but of course, there's always the threat of just having huge Chronospheres come out.
Yeah, Chronosphere just as a skill, sometimes it will instantly win you the team fight, sometimes it'll even win you the game. Other times you'll just completely whiff and then you'll just get run over. So I would say on the whole, Power Rangers, their heroes are a lot more solid. But the Lion side, their heroes can have a whole lot of power sometimes. So, you know, it's whether you value consistency or just sheer power, and that'll determine who you think is going to have a slightly stronger lineup for the first two picks. But ultimately, there are not too many surprises here.
Yeah, I mean, I guess not too many teams actually can really surprise us nowadays unless we're going to see a huge patch coming out. I mean, yes, there are like 1 or 2 picks out of the ordinary. Actually, we saw an Omni Knight, so that was pretty wicked already, I guess. And an Omni Knight that worked rather well, I might add. But now Io was banned from Lions, as well as a Rubik. So Venomancer banned by Power Rangers, and I mean, the Rubik ban, are they just that afraid of being, or having the Chronosphere and the Mass Serpent Force stolen, or do they have something greater in store for us? Maybe even go for like a Tidehunter now?
Yeah, usually if you end up banning a Rubik, it's because you have either picked up or have plans to pick up someone with a big ultimate. Chronosphere is not really enough. As you mentioned, Tidehunter is really nice. Enigma is a really great one to pick up, and at the same time ban a Rubik. But yeah, Power Rangers for now, they're going to go for a Mirana. You mentioned that they did go for an Omni Knight. It was them, right? It was no, they were.
It was Goomba.
It was Goomba. Okay, so I was about to say, this game would be pretty good for an Omni Knight since Faceless Void on the other end with Shadow Shaman, but unfortunately I don't really think that's in the cards for this particular game. But we're in for a Silencer. That's always a lot of fun.
Yeah, man, it most certainly is. Usually you see Silencer actually picked up against Faceless Void, for example, just to make sure that once the Chrono comes out, nobody else can do any follow-up damage. But one important piece of information may or may not be true, but in the chat, Chiggly Girls, he mentioned that Era is also playing for Team Lions. He doesn't know which one of them should be Era, but he might be in there somewhere.
Alright, I'm going to just go on a limb and say it's Ayo. That's just my guess. But Silencer is going to be a pretty nice hero, especially against Earthshaker and Mirana. Having that global silence always going to be very useful. However, if he's caught in the crossfire of all this AoE with Earthshaker stuff, Mirana stars, Razor Plasma Field, then Silencer can drop really quickly. But for the 4th pick for the Lion side, they're going to go Death Prophet. It didn't look like they were going to go for a lot of push, but they are going to have that that option on the table now.
Yeah, it's actually always nice to have a Death Prophet. It generalizes fairly well with Faceless Void, as well as just having the ability to kind of screw the Doombringer over. Once you have your Exorcism activated, if you get doomed, yes, it's always going to be bad, just the damage over time is pretty strong of it, and not being able to use like Yule Scepter defensively, for example, or just spam out Creep Swarms and Silences. But still, Exorcism can dish out the damage if it's not brought down fast enough, even after getting doomed. So that's one positive about that hero, plus of course just the crazy amount of push him and the Shadow Shaman bring together.
So I think with the Rubik ban out and with the silencer, they might want to just go for a whole bunch of team fights. I mentioned that Enigma before. It might not be the best against the Razor and Mirana, but they can do something like that because they do have a lot of pushing just right off the bat with the Shadow Shaman and the Death Prophet, and then pretty much have team fight supremacy with the Silencer and Faceless Void. So even though they are up against the Doom, Doom's going to have so many heroes that he would want to use his ultimate on that in the end something is going to slip through.
Actually, I think that's probably one of the best ways to draft against the Doombringer as well. Just kind of overwhelm him with choices, and even if it shows like 1 second of hesitation when he just blinks in, for example, that might already be enough for the Shadow Shaman to get the Hex, Silencer, maybe pop his Global Silence or whatnot. So it's always gonna be good, and I mean, even if he just doesn't hesitate and dooms up somebody immediately, like you said, there are still 4 other heroes just raging at you pretty much. So Power Rangers now, their own 5th pick about to come, most likely a support one, or I guess they can go for a core hero as well, leaving the Mirana as support, and that's also nice if you just have the flexibility in the draft.
Yeah, and if they, well, either way, Mirana core, Mirana support, they're going to need someone to put up in that lane most likely, unless they want to run Earthshaker, Mirana, Razor, but the Fissure setup for Mirana isn't the best, and they're actually going to go for another core, so it is going to be a support Mirana with now a farming Tinker. The Silencer, Global Silence, is going to be so instrumental for the Lion side, and it's going to be so important for Doom to try to get his ultimate on that Silencer.
Yeah, it's... Man, this Tinker pick, it's a little bit risky, of course, from Power Rangers. Especially if, by any chance, now Lajons are going to pick up something like a Storm Spirit. They could, if they really wanted to, just even run something like a Storm Spirit safe lane with Silencer, Shadow Shaman support. Although, I'm almost positive that they were actually hoping or planning for the Silencer to be a core one. Or, I mean, I'm not even too sure how Lajons should just react to this Tinker now.
Well, it's going to make the Enigma pickup a lot worse, and any sort of unit-based pushing a lot worse. Though still Death Prophet and Shadow Shaman will have to worry about the missiles, and their pushing is going to struggle because of that. They will be able to take down the towers regardless. Like, Tinker as a counter-push hero is not going to be the best in this scenario, because you will have to face up against the Faceless Void with the Time Walk Chronosphere, plus the March of the Machines will only kill the regular creep wave. So whether it is a Silencer, core, or carry, I don't really think it makes that much of a difference, since he's probably going to go in the same lane regardless. It's going to be who do they want to partner up with that. Shadow Shaman can still go for some very nice roaming if they do want to lane that Silencer in core. I like Silencer core a little bit better because Silencer is a pretty crappy roamer, so maybe they're going to pick up another support to go with Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, I was thinking about the potential of them going for a Pugna, I guess, just would provide them a crazy amount of push, as well as Netherward completely wrecking the Tinker. But like you just said, if it's a support Silencer, it would be pretty much the same if it's a support Pugna, just the roaming potential really isn't there almost. Yes, they can still do it, but it's not as easy to catch anybody off guard with that. And looks like, man, Lajons, they are struggling a lot with the last pick themselves. 24 seconds left. I mean, I have no clue what's going through their mind at the moment, and probably gonna see some hero that, at least to some extent, can deal with the Tinker potentially.
They want to also pick up a hero that's not reliant on right clicks, although Ember Spirit is somewhat reliant on right clicks. It's another hero that Doom would want to Doom, but it's most likely going to be a safe lane Ember Spirit, I want to say. I'm not quite too sure how they're going to want to lane this, but yeah, facing up against a laser and a static link from Razor means that any right-clicking from their heroes not going to be too effective, so come later in the game, Ember Spirit is going to get hit a little bit harder from that, but the Death Prophet pick in that regard is actually really nice, and she will be able to do the damage even without having to click things.
Yeah, it's actually pretty nice if you have the ability, otherwise Laser can just completely make a carrier's life a living hell. But at the moment, judging from the items, looks like Silencer might be a support one. I mean, he has his smoke and sentries on him with, yeah, IO, Ember Spirit safe lane. I guess with an Ember Spirit pickup it was rather a given anyway that it's going to be a support one. But I guess to introduce the lineups for Lajons on the Radiant side, IO, probably Era, playing the Ember Spirit, Dansk, IMS, playing the Shadow Shaman, leaving Minuts on the Silencer, with Ariana Grande on the Death Prophet in the mid lane, and come with me, CWM on the Faceless Void off lane.
On the Power Ranger side, we got Quiazed on the Razor. Mad Bomber is going to be playing the Mirana. Dino Prado is going to be playing the Earthshaker. All three of them will go on the bottom lane. Sunsvet will play the mid lane Tinker, and Cheshire Cat. He impressed me quite a lot in the past 2 games with the Batrider and Earthshaker play. He's going to be playing the top lane Doom. I'm dropping in and out of this game. I'm going to reconnect.
Oh man, just issues plague us. Of course, we haven't had any big issues. Hopefully we won't as well, so it's most likely gonna be fine in a couple seconds time. But Cheshire Cat, what? He already got one last hit somewhere. Did he? What? What did he kill? Oh, I guess he must have got an award with the sentry here. Didn't even see it, but I guess an observer was placed around here or somewhere around this area. So 50 gold for Cheshire Cat. Oh, he gets a pretty nice creep as well to eat, the Wild King, so he gets extra armor. So if Come With Me wants to go for the right click battle now, which usually faces void against any melee hero, they just go for. What? I completely missed the bottom lane kill already.
I leave for 1 second. I'm still reconnecting, I don't know what's going on.
Well, the server is just spitting you out, man.
Alright, I'm in. Cool.
Oh, the Fisher onto Shadow Shaman. Will the arrow follow up? Yes, it's gonna be there on spot. Do they have enough right clicks? Will the Plasma Field definitely will make sure of the kill. So, Razor 2-0, 1 minute into the game.
That's a pretty good start for any hero, let alone a Razor in this lane. I mentioned before that the arrow is kind of hard to set up with the Fissure, but when you have a perfect angle like that, then the enemy really doesn't have many places to run except for right into your arrow. This is going to be a really tough lane for the Lions to actually compete in this, especially being 2 kills down. Even if they weren't, even if it was still even, this lane is not in their favor. Like, Silencer and the Shadow Shaman can poke a little bit, but Power Rangers definitely have all the kill potential in their hands. So it's going to be a nice start for the Power Rangers, though we saw in the last game, a couple of games, they are prone to, let's say, overextending just a little bit too much.
it definitely has happened quite a lot, but looking at the mid lane, Sunsvet, he's 10 and 4 at the moment compared to his 7 and 0. Of course, he's a little bit low on health. Does have his bottle now coming out, so he's gonna make it just fine. But bottom lane IO on December Spirit, he's gonna struggle so much, especially now that the Earthshaker even gets a sentry on the enemy sentry and the Observer both. But Faces Void, get some help top lane, and mid lane, Minot is gonna come in as well. But just a little bit too late. He's still gonna hang around, maybe hopefully get something.
The ganking Silencer is not actually a thing. Like, level 1 Last Word is... It doesn't actually do pretty high damage as far as level 1 skills are concerned. Like, 150 damage for a level 1 is pretty good, but it's still nothing to write home about. It's not worth leaving the lane, but here's something to leave the lane for. Mad Bomber plus Prado. They're setting up for something in this mid lane. If they catch this Death Prophet, they will kill her off, although she does have a haste rune, so it'll be really easy for her to dodge any arrows that are thrown towards her. Tinker, level 2 laser, and Fissure to open things up, landing very well. Arrow, I'm lagging again, you take it.
Yeah, I mean, the arrow missed, so he just escaped so easily, especially with the haste rune like you mentioned. But top lane just okay, taking some harassment as well, chip, my nuts. He gets himself the last word, but like you said, just roaming silencer isn't the thing. Yes, you can do some nice damage with the last word. On the first level, 150 damage is definitely a high nuke. But just getting a silence and no slows, no stuns, just isn't helping out too much. And looks like Power Ranger supports, they're also just coming towards the top side of the map now, just to help out Cheshire Cat.
Alright, so my connection's kind of like dropping in and out, so I'm going to let you take any action that happens. I'll just let you have that.
Coolio, coolio. And actually now with the supports, even with the supports rather from Power Rangers going away, I mean, this Ranger is still completely dominating. He is 22 and 12 compared to IO's 1 and 0.
This Ember Spirit's so sad right now, but really there's nothing you can do about this. Like, first of all, Ember Spirit versus a Razor, just by itself, isn't a good way to lane. But then also having the Razor get 2 kills and a whole bunch of CS over you, he's going to need a lot of help in this game. And an Ember Spirit that's slowed down is less than ideal. You want your Ember Spirit to be snowballing out of control. You want him to get those early kills, or at the very least early CS. And right now, he's getting nothing. At level 6, he's not going to have a huge spike in power. He probably won't die once he gets to level 6, but that's nothing to write home about.
Yeah, it's well, I mean, even the Shadow Shaman coming in together with my nuts, they are still all of them level 2. IO just hits level 3. So Razor, with his movement speed, with the phase boot, might be able to just survive it and escape. He has 6 armor as well. So, I mean, can the tri-lane just get the kill on Razor? But if they do, it's a high priority kill. I mean, Razor is almost level 6 already. So they would get some really much needed XP from it.
At the same time, Razor does have phase boots. He is pretty tanky, being, as you said, almost level 6. So if they go for this, it could very easily turn around and end up biting them, because Kuyaz can just unleash a plasma field and just go to town, and then, well, he's going to phase boot right on out of there. Meantime, top lane.
Yeah, Doom comes out. That's an easy kill, but the TPs are coming, Cheshire. Now he's not even going to get slowed down at all. Has phase boot, Scorched Earth as well. Now healing something up. What? He's turning around? Oh, the supports are coming. Mad Bomber is there. Arrow to fly. It's not going to be on target. Doesn't miss by a hell of a lot, but misses nonetheless. And Orb of Venom still slows Death Prophet down. Cheshire maybe could have baited it for a little while longer. Just try to run into this little area here for the supports to actually come in.
Yeah, he got a little bit over eager at that little junction, but you know, it's fine. He manned up. He got a kill, and really, if you get a kill for your first uses of Doom, you got to be pretty happy about that. I mean, what more could you possibly ask for? Because outside of that Doom at this stage is he's a very fast hero. He has some decent damage, but he's probably not going to get any kills with just Scorched Earth.
Yeah, it definitely will be a little bit harder with just that single spell only. But Tinker, he actually went in to stack his Ancients. Mid lane Mirana soaking up some XP in the meantime, and Sunsvet, H-Rune activated, Static Link was there on IO already. He of course doesn't have his Remnants. March of the Machines comes down, they're gonna go for Mina. Chup, an easy kill, Plasma Field to fly, and just Fisher to finish it up. Just also to just get rid of the Curse of the Silent.
4-0, a nice little lead for the Power Rangers side. 2 kills going for the Razor, 1 on the Earthshaker, that last one. And then, well, Doom taking that 4th. So we have yet to see Lions make any sort of true form of aggression up onto the Power Rangers side of the map. It looks like that might happen on top lane. Really, this Faceless Void is the only thing. Faceless Void and Death Prophet are the only things that are going pretty well for the Lions side. This Ember Spirit is pretty much completely out of it at this point. He's going to need the rest of the team to carry him for another 20 minutes. And Arrow on mid lane, it's going to miss.
Well, to be honest, the time of the shooting of it was pretty good, since in the March of the Machines it makes it a little bit harder at least to see the arrow coming. Of course, it was still off target, but... Oh, they do want to come with me top lane against Cheshire. He activates his Scorched Earth. TPs are coming in already. I'm not too sure if he's actually going to follow up on it. Nope, he wants to go, but gets shackled under the tower. He is tanky enough. The Hex comes through. Minats gets the last word as well. Is it going to be enough to kill him? Curse of the Silence going to take him down as well. And yes, he loses 2 intelligence as well as goes down.
A much needed kill for Lions. Unfortunately, everyone is really far away from that, so...
Oh, Fisher, Arrow, come with me. He's gonna go down after all. Or is he still has the Chronosphere as well? Backtrack luck, not gonna be there as Minats. Gonna get another counter kill, possibly onto the Earthshaker. Last word on cooldown. Curse of the Silent comes out. It's only level 1, I think. Predator's gonna be fine. And now leap in, Mad Bomber. A few more right clicks should be able to get the kill on the Silencer. 2 more, that's all he needs. Last one is flying, and the counter kill is there.
And Earthshaker, though he did get ticked down, but in the meantime, bottom lane, it's gonna be AO. Dove by Kuyaz, Razor with plus 168 damage. Very, very easy kill on that Ember, who is still only level 4. Yeah, it's pretty much going to be a 4v5 from this point on. Sunsvet is getting all the free space in the world to do Tinker things, and well, they only get 1 kill in exchange for giving Mirana a double. Things are looking really, really, really bad for Lions. They're also going to lose a tier 1 bottom lane tower shortly.
Yeah, and they even used the Glyph for it as well, although they didn't even move a finger to try to come and defend this, so Glyph on cooldown. Maybe Power Rangers won't push for another 5 to 6 minutes, but Cheshire, he's hunting again. Ariana Grande might be the one in trouble. There's no Doom on Cheshire though, but it will be coming off in 6 seconds time.
Count it down, guys. Just like New Year's. Cheshire Cat, 2, 1. Is he going to go in? There's no mana on this Death Prophet, but it looks like he will back off. Oh, he's going to run to the Shadow Shaman. That's a much better target. Much easier to kill off.
He Scorched Earth, doomed up. Just going to chase him down. Orb of Venom for the additional slow on to dance. Trying to ring around the Rosie. Nope. Razor, he comes in to help out. Are they going to go for IO as well? He's still only level 4 Searing Chains. Keep Cheshire in place though. He just devours a creep in the range of getting Searing Chains and backs the hell off.
Shadow Shaman, this is his second death. He's actually a higher level than the Ember Spirit, which I could almost guarantee you're never ever going to see again. This Ember Spirit getting shut down this hard is rather uncharacteristic of the hero, And, well, he's setting up for a little bit of a trap. Minus, though, going to whiff completely on the Curse of Silence. And then get dropped to half HP, just casually off of a Plasma Field. This Razor has a mech, and he really doesn't have much to fear on this bottom lane, especially since he does have backup in the Earthshaker right behind him.
Yeah, what is... Oh, the Fisher missed a little bit. But what is the thing that Lajons could be looking at? Do they just gather up the Death Prophet and the Faceless Void and just try to go for some ganks / pushes, or...
Yeah, that's really their only shot right now. Exorcism, it is level 1 with 3 points in Witchcraft, so it's not the strongest, but it is probably the strongest tool that they have right now. They could make straight pushes and probably take a tower, though at this point it's going to be pretty hard for them to do so because they are falling so far behind, and, well, Treasure Cat's right in the area, so... Taking towers has got to be what they have to do so that they could at least force Power Rangers away from their Ember Spirit, as Razor is just going to town on that hero.
Yeah, and just look at the top lane. Ariana Grande and Treasure Cat, they are so close to each other, yet they have no idea the other one is there, or at least they shouldn't have. Oh, but come with me, he's gonna go in, Mad Bomber. He is level 7, so gonna be a pretty nice kill if they can snatch it. Exorcism comes through. No, he gets the leap out. He's gonna be safe. Fisher and Treasure Cat, he has the Doom available. If it only would have been on the right side. Mad Bomber. Oh, the Ghost. Not gonna be enough. Crypt Swarm though. Mad Bomber, he just completely backed himself into a corner there.
The Mad Bomber had a free pass to get out, but unfortunately he turned around for a little bit of action, then got hit with a couple more spirits, and then, well, as you said, put himself in the corner. But in the meantime, bottom lane, AO still not level 6. He'll take 3 whips to kill him off. One more, and he turns around for it. How nice of him. Razor wants more because Shadow Shaman's going to volunteer himself as tribute. 2 shots? One more?
If you can catch up, yes, go on, you can do it. Be a man, do the right thing. Oh,
got him. So
wow,
easy.
man.
This game is getting out of control for Lajons.
I mean, Power Rangers, they just... It's the 3rd game they're playing today. Of course, this is with a slightly different lineup than the previous ones were, but nonetheless, just... They are so good at early game. I mean, they just somehow managed to do it.
They're looking for Razor, though. They're smoked up and looking to wrap around, and Razor's going to run straight into them. He still has a mech active, though he doesn't have that much mana. So if he uses Plasma Field, he will not be able to use that mech, and now Time Walk in. Do they have enough damage to kill him off? He's going to start stealing from Come With Me. And he has no magic wand or anything like that. He's going to turn around and kill off Minot with 3 shots. That's pretty easy for him. And then try to book it out. AO still with the Flame Guard active is trying to burn down this Razor, but 2 whips, and Quiyas is going to turn this one completely around. Now the laser on to Come With Me. I lagged, but I'm assuming Come With Me is really dead.
Oh, they get the arrow onto the Death Prophet as well. Mad Bomber just comes in, gets hexed before the Starstorm, but the Fisher is there. Starstorm actually gonna connect them both. One more right click for each. Mad Bomber, he gets 1 kill, and now Ariana Grande, Tinker, he's gonna find him as well. They just got wiped. This Razor, and of course Tinker just providing the assistance. They're getting the laser in to Come With Me to prevent him from right clicking, but it was kind of comical there what happened. Just Razor, it cannot be killed.
Yeah, this guy is now wielding a Yasha, so when he uses phase boots, he will have about 450-ish movement speed, I want to say. If my, no, it's going to be a little bit less than that, I don't know. But Cheshire Cat in the mid lane, Come With Me is going to try to get a kill on this Doom, but it is a very tanky target, and Shadow Shaman runs right into the Chronosphere as well. Laser onto Danks, and Cheshire Cat is going to get shocked down, but the jump forward from the Tinker will secure the kill, making it a 1-for-1 trade in the end. Then he's just going to casually rearm right under the nose of Silencer, though he is now silenced. Teleportation coming in, and Death Prophet. Sunsvet is, well, lagging, so I don't know where he's going.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't get anything in return afterwards, but just some heat-seeking missiles going through. Mid lane tower in deny range as well, Ariana Grande. Gonna make sure of that, but Quest, he is just continuously pushing out the bottom lane. And with the success of the last time push, even though he got ganked by 3 heroes, I mean, he might get a little bit overeager, to be honest. I mean, what player wouldn't? You're completely raping the enemy team. It's just the only way to say it.
Yeah, and he's going to be going for a Sanjin Yasha as well. So a nice mix of health and movement speed and attack speed. So he's going to be very hard to kill if they could get their hands on him. And I don't even know if they can get their hands on him. Maybe if they time walk in for a Chronosphere, but that's not going to be up for another 50 seconds. If Prato's here to back up this Razor, then of course the Tinker will kind of always be there as backup. But that's just way too much backup to kill.
Mid lane, they get the Doom to Come With Me. Tinker is around as well and gonna provide plenty of burst to bring him down. So it's gonna be a kill in the mid lane. Most likely the tower as well might get denied though. IO just doesn't dare come up too close, and arrow is flying. It's gonna get dodged. Oh, thank God for him. But the burst is gonna be enough. Wow. I thought Flame Guard maybe gonna save him, but nowhere near.
The arrow was just a trap to distract from the fact that there is a Tinker that's teleporting in. So this Ember Spirit 040 is by far the most useless Ember Spirit I've ever seen in a game of Dota.
Yeah, 18 last hits as well. Just not having a fun time at all. Of course, I don't believe he had a Remnant just left behind just in case his Tinker gets another kill. He has to take on level 1 as well, so his burst is just through this burst. He's level 14, 15 minutes in.
So I don't want to say this game is over, but it seems like this game is over. Come with me. Gonna get fissured and whipped down. Has a Chronosphere, but he gets tagged with an arrow as he tries to time walk away. One more. Easy kills left and right for Power Rangers. It's never too late. 322. Oh, Minuts, what are you doing there? I don't know. Come with me. Gonna buy back and drop a Chronosphere on Kuyaz. They might kill him off. Maybe. Fissure needs mech. Oh, no mech in time. Here comes Cheshire Cat from the end. He's gonna get time walked upon. He's gonna get shackled and he will be brought down. Looks like Power Rangers, they lose 2 this time.
It has begun. The throws have begun. In all seriousness. 50 minutes into the game, they had more than a 15,000 gold lead and more than a 15,000 XP lead, so more than 1k per minute lead. And I think statistically there hasn't been a comeback ever in Pro Dota from that. I'm not 100% sure, so you can't quote me on that, but if it's not 100%, it's definitely above 90.
Yeah, let's just say the odds of Lions making a comeback are extremely, extremely slim. Like, Power Rangers should have upwards of 90% chance of securing this game, but I don't know, we saw some pretty serious 322s in the last game, so wouldn't put it past them to make some really silly plays. I mean, they are very, very far ahead, but if the Razor or Tinker or horribly both for them get caught out of position, then the fight can go south really quickly.
Yeah, it most certainly can, but now they've grouped up as a bigger unit, so even if another Chronosphere comes, they're probably gonna feel a lot safer than they did last time around. Plus, they're a lot healthier. Plus, of course, having more abilities to their disposal since nothing is on cooldown. Tinker also gonna come in. So this tier 2, it's definitely a goner. They don't have Chronosphere for another 30 seconds. So without that spell, there's just no defending it then. Oh, they finally get level 6 on Minot. So they have the global silence to work with now.
You know, it's only 17 minutes in, you finally pick up your level 6 mark. In the meantime, the other supports, level 10, level 8 only on the Earthshaker. Come on, Fredo, you gotta level up a little bit more, man. You're dragging the rest of the team down. But they're just gonna very easily clean out the mid lane, and then slide up top and then do the exact same thing. No Aghanim Scepter yet on the Razor, but I'm sure that will be the next item as he does have a point booster. So once he has that, it'll be really hard to kill the Razor, and you need to kill him off fast, or else the Eye of the Storm is going to be pinging you down real quick. But they're getting ready to fight right now.
I mean, they're gonna go in. The Chronosphere actually not the 3 heroes with the global silence. Maybe stacking them a little bit, but it's probably gonna be enough. Jessica is so damn low. He's actually gonna survive for a little while longer, but Shackles just keep him in the Master Patrol's range. Ariana Grande, he wants to go for more. Mech already used, but oh man, Sunsvet. He just comes in and poor Shadow Shaman feels the brunt of it.
They also land an arrow onto Minuts, but they will get the tower denied. So ultimately, it doesn't go too terribly for the Lions Eye, but they want more. One more Plasma Field killing off the Death Prophet, and they have a Tinker coming back in, though he will get his Boots Travels denied. They could keep going. They have a mech up in 15 seconds. Razor isn't that healthy, but they still have the Echo Slam, they still have the Moonlight Shadow to disengage, and they still have a Tinker who's pushing out all the other side lanes. So either Lions come and defend up top, or they start taking chip damage on their tier 3s.
Just look at the net worth and cry. I mean, Tinker, he's tripling that of the highest Radiant side, which is the Death Prophet. Tripling. It's like this Tinker.
Disgusting.
He's going for an E-Blade straight out as well. It looks like has a Ghost Scepter for it already, and he's only missing 600 gold from finishing it.
This game is absolutely disgusting. Sunsvet is already capable of 100-0ing most of the heroes on the Lion side. Maybe not the Faceless Void if there's a backtrack, but everyone else, yes, everyone else is pretty much dead. Although Ember Spirit does have a little bit of health now that he has the Power Treads. Tinker with this E-Blade, which is only 100 gold away, is going to be by far the scariest hero on the map, but Kuyaz not too far behind him.
Man, I just don't know. Actually, Sven... Oh, come with me, one more right click, Tinker, are you gonna get it? Rearm, blink, Blink after, blink after. He has vision still. Hitting missiles gonna be the kill. Unless you say, well, no backtrack.
10% chance not working out for the phases forward. In the meantime, top lane will be brought down. Let's see if the Ember Spirit can mount a valiant defense. Won't jump forward for a Doom though, and AO is so screwed right now. He's gonna dodge the arrow, but Plasma Field level death. Yeah, Ember Spirit is pretty darn dead, and they could keep going. They could always keep going, because Tinker is going to be applying that global pressure all around the map, now wielding an E-Blade, so they have to send at least 2 heroes to deal with that Tinker. And even then, I don't think it'll be enough to kill him off, as they do get a nice Curse of Silence on everyone, but they're just going straight for it.
Buying my nuts down, as is Ariana Grande. The heat-seeking missile actually finishing off. He's gonna go for more though. He's under the tier 4s. He's in the enemy base. He just does not give a damn.
Yeah, this game is so over. Like, I said it was 4v5 a couple minutes ago, but honestly, there's not much that any of the other heroes can do. I mean, they're doing their best. They're still putting up a fight, but it's a little bit too little. It's a little bit too late, because their Raxes are slowly getting sieged down. Come With Me is going to jump forward for a Chronosphere, which will land onto nobody. Kuyaz is going to go duel him. He's focused by all these surf wards. Global Silence making it a little bit difficult, but a huge Echo Slam, and Sunset comes in to clean up. That's got to be game. Yeah, Minots calls it.
Yeah, I mean, that Echo Slam just... it was so devastating. The little hope that they had that they can bring down the Razor, just kill the Razor, nothing else. Even that got taken away from them. So guys, Power Rangers, this game, it was delayed, the start of it, but Power Rangers made sure that the next game won't be as much, just ending this one so damn fast. So we're gonna have one more game coming up, at least. The next round, the winners match of Power Rangers. I'm not too sure who they're gonna be facing yet, but Power Rangers versus somebody coming up in another best of one. So stay tuned, stick around for more Dota, and as always, if you liked us, be sure to follow us on all the links below the stream. And thanks to Mike Loris for casting with me. Where can people find you?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be on Twitch and Twitter as Mike Loris. If you see anyone as Mike Loris, it's me or someone pretending to be me. So that's the story there. But yeah, next game is gonna be up against what looks like DT168. I can't say I know anything about them, but if I'm reading this correctly.
PGG's team.
Oh really?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
So PGG versus Power Rangers. They've played against each other so much already, but guys, we're gonna see you there in a couple minutes time probably. So just stick around, listen to some music, and see you in a bit.